In the heart of the wood, where the pine trees stand tall, lies a tale of the unknown, shrouded in mystery for all. Sasquatch roams the shadows, big feet and fur so wild, with eyes like glowing embers, unsettling and beguiled. Sasquatch and Dogman, under the moon's silver light, they come alive in the quiet of night. Echoes of howls, footsteps so grand, secrets of the forest, known by few in this land.
Squatch dogs.
Early music fills the air, echoing through the night.
Squatch dogs.
Whispers in the woods where shadows play, legends come alive at the break of day. Footsteps echo loud but no one's there, Bigfoot's lurking in the midnight air. Dogman house beneath the moonlit gloom, eyes that shine like fire in the room of doom. Poltergeist dancing, moving through the halls, ancient secrets breaking through the walls. O.C.S.T is more than a name, Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in a silent night, empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fright. Cryptids in your mind, let your wonder grow. The hidden world is ours to know. From the forest deep to the attic's dust, O.C.S.T, we're learning to trust. Tracks in the snow where the brave won't tread, hidden voices calling from the things we've read. The unknown things with a haunting sound, empowering us as the tales go around. O.C.S.T is more than a name, Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in the silent night, empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fight. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in the silent night, empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fight. Fueled by the fight.
Hello everyone and welcome to O.C.S.T.
Big fun stuff. Hello, everyone.
As always, I'm your host Harold.
And I'm Christy. How's it going, y'all?
Got 3 people in.
3 people. I was kidding. Are we gonna wait? Are we gonna just go ahead and do a roll call and say hi to everybody as they pop in?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do roll call and say hi to everybody that pops in.
I know who was first in line. You.
Well, we don't count.
Oh, we don't count.
We're first every single time.
I know. Imagine that. But I know who was first.
Okay.
John Stewart.
Yep. Mr. John Stewart said that he'll be in and out until about 7:30 our time.
Pray for us.
So, yeah. Pray for us.
Oh my goodness. And then our friend John P.
John P. Good to
How's
see
it
you.
going?
Watched your
party to the church?
Yep.
I think it's what it was called.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Very interesting.
Very interesting music John P. had on.
Yep.
Did you have fun? Did you get in trouble with the 5-0 people? Asking for a friend. CP!
CP. She's watching.
She lurking. Hey,
Yeah.
lurking. I hope you are well, CP dear.
Sharon with 2 R's.
Sharon! How's it going?
Hi, Sharon.
How's it going? Hey, I think I know the next people.
Who dat?
Midwest Night Watchers! Whoa, whoa!
Yay.
Gerald! And Jane.
Hey, Gerald.
Katrina
Kat.
Marie, hi!
Cat with the K. Good to see ya.
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that, but that's okay. I hope you guys are good.
So we got 6 people watching.
It's like playful.
Yeah. So, as everybody noticed, the thumbnail said campfire do's and don'ts. So that's kind of.
I do get to roast marshmallows, but I don't get to throw you in the fire.
Right.
Is that what we're
Right.
doing?
Yeah. Do's and don'ts.
Man, that's not fair.
Oh, and I finally
Hi Nightbot, did you finally fix him?
finally fixed Nightbot. I took the
Roger Blair, how's it going, buddy?
the one notification out on Nightbot because it just wouldn't work, and
The exclamation me.
yeah.
So that means I have to post links.
Yep.
So am I the new Nightbot?
Till I can figure it out somehow, some way. But yeah.
Roger Blair, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, Roger Blair, good to see you. But I've been working on redoing the thumbnails for all of the YouTube channels, videos and lives and all that. So
He's
hope
working
everybody
hard.
likes them.
He was sweating to the oldies earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The older country music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So been doing that. I worked on the Nightbot thing. I still haven't posted the next video.
Nope.
Gotta
you're
finish it.
Slacking. You're slack-a-lacking, right?
Yeah, well, I gotta pick and choose my battles because
Okay, let's go.
I needed to update the YouTube because
I know. You've
Trying
been
to get-
watching.
yeah.
You've been watching way too much YouTube for YouTube.
Mhm.
North Alabama Cryptids. Hey, how's it
Hey,
going,
NAC.
NAC?
Good to see you.
It's good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you are here. And I hope you are not melting in North Carolina. Or North Alabama. North
But,
Alabama.
There is one thing that
Hello, Sharon. Guy.
Hey Sharon Guy.
How are
Great to
you?
see you.
You're good at work and not good service. Well, you know, it is great to see you, dear.
Yeah, it's great to see you. Missed
Welcome in. Yes, we missed you.
you. So there is one thing we need to ask of everybody. If you could please like the live and share it out if possible. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Because I don't know if everybody knows, but starting February of this next year, 2027, YouTube is going to be upping the watch hours the limit that you have to be at in order to become monetized. So if we can get up to 1,000, which we're pretty close, we would like everyone to try to get those numbers up for us so we can reach that 1,000, so we don't have to work twice as hard this upcoming year to reach 8,000 watch hours. We'd like to reach the 4,000 before then, so we wouldn't have to reach those goals. We'd already be at the 4,000 by the beginning of the year, which would be nice. So this channel wouldn't have to work as hard to get there, but we can work just as hard to stay there or do better.
We want to do better. Oh, wait. Sorry.
I've been doing everything I can to get us those numbers, and we just need more likes on the videos, more likes on the lives. So if you haven't liked the live already, please do so. It helps us tremendously.
Maybe I should throw you in the fire, so put it on live, throw you in the fire, so maybe it'll go viral. Then we'll get.
That would get
I'm
us.
Just kidding.
That would get
For
us banned.
entertainment purposes only. Well, you said do's and don'ts about the fire. That'd be kind of. Well, no, it wouldn't be funny. But
Dues. I guess we can start with the don'ts. Do not throw anyone into a fire.
Okay, you guys, I'm teasing. I'm 100% joking with. I told him I was going to be cracking jokes about the fire thing all night, so hopefully it doesn't get kind of out of hand.
But okay, so starting with the do's and don'ts.
Hey, Grace.
Hey, Grace. Good to
How's
see
it
you.
going, girl? YouTube is not pushing anyone's channel out. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
they're revamping everything. Just over the last few days, I've seen them introduce new things to the community, and a lot of people say it's going to be harder to get monetized, and some are saying it's not going to be as hard.
I know for one thing, for a fact, I don't foresee me becoming monetized. So
That's
I will
okay,
just
because you're
do
part
my
of,
shiz on here, all my stuff.
you're part of O.C.S.T, so
Yeah, well, sometimes O.C.S.T, the Bigfoot part of it, gets annoying. I love everything, but watching Bigfoot stuff all the time is just going to drive me crazy.
well, that's what this channel is all about.
I want to do more stuff. CP, I don't think you missed anybody.
Yeah, you got everybody. Well, just about. We have 10 people watching.
Anyway, all kidding aside, yes, I do love this channel, and I'm glad to be part of it and all the stuff. But
And we are planning on doing some actual boots on the ground research.
when it's not 110,000 billion degrees.
Yeah, we're just waiting on it to not be so hot outside that our blood boils.
Or so hot you can bake a cookie in your truck if you wanted to.
Yeah. I like eggs, but I don't want to watch one boil on the roof of the car or truck.
That'd be no, don't do that, because my sunroof is up there. Ew, gross. No, please don't. It's bad enough
But,
something happened in my truck that I'm not happy about in the first place.
Speaking of things on the truck, was it last week? We had we went out on a what she calls a squatch drive. We drove around, looking in the countryside, in some very nice spots where it's definitely what we call squatchy.
Hello, Belinda. No, you're lot late.
Hey, Belinda.
She's cooking eggs on the top of your truck, asking for a friend.
Is it warm enough out there to cook eggs on your truck yet?
Not where Belinda, not where Belinda's
think
at.
so.
It's wintertime where she is.
Not without a hot plate. but yeah.
Right.
So we went on the Squatch Drive and
In my flip flops.
went to the area where I did the walkabout video, which I'm gonna do more of those as soon as the weather permits and I actually feel good on a Monday morning to do it. But went to that spot and I did 3 whoops. And she can attest to it. But the every single time I did the whoop, everything got quiet. Okay, so we took that as, okay, something's around, right? We did that, and then we got home, and went to bed, all the good stuff. Woke up the next morning, and I go out to the truck to look for something. I forget what I was
Well,
looking for.
thing is that I know I locked my truck that night,
Mhm.
but we were on our way home from the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
It was a Friday night then.
Yeah.
Correct. We went the back way home.
Mhm.
We went squatch driving with kids, with Connor and Kat,
Yeah.
because Cammy didn't want to go with. And so we get home, unload the groceries and all that stuff, and locked the truck because I told them the mom cab was closed. And then next day, on Saturday, we had gone and got like something to drink or something or whatever it was,
Mhm.
and noticed in my truck there's
All right.
wait
Hey, NAC, go get your nap. It's great seeing you.
oh
Watch the replay when you get a chance.
NAC, yes, good to see you. Tell the wife, the missus, that we say hello and we miss her, and it was great to see you. Get a nap in. Take care, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, get out. Okay, so the very top of my dash, there's a cubby hole that had a closed lid, and you have to push the center part of it so it'll pop up. Well, I get out to the truck, and it was the lid part was broken. Like somebody literally forced it
Mm-hmm.
up. Literally.
I got pictures.
Hello, Mickey. How are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in.
Hey, Mickey.
But literally forced it up and broke the lid to it. Basically ripped it off. I was so, if you guys,
That's the lid.
if I could say the things that I wanted to, that I said that day here, we probably would be not here. We'd be kicked out.
There's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be attached to this part of it, right here. Because these fold down, these parts.
Yeah. Now the funny thing is there's no fingerprints on the lid or around that little cubby hole. But there's fingerprints on the outside of the door.
And my truck was locked.
And I'll show everyone. Large prints. I know they're not the best pictures, but I did the best I could at the time. But you'll notice how the prints are pretty large and they're different than, a little different than ours. almost similar, but a little different. Really large this one, so here's a palm at the bottom
that you had that.
of the window. So looks like they were trying to force the window down.
Gerald, were you stargazing? Gerald said our sleep schedule's all messed up. Went to bed at 2 a.m., woke up at 6. Well, it's not Friday, Gerald.
See how greasy it is around the handle because they kept trying to open it?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that many pictures.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, to say the least, I was a little perturbed.
Now, you can tell that the palm print is much larger than either one of us.
Yeah,
it's about an inch and a half larger. I'll get to the palm print again, but
anyway,
you can definitely tell it's a palm print. But I noticed at the very top of the window that there was also fingerprints on the inside of the window. Okay, so that means that they were able to pry the window open, or the door open enough at the top, and then reach down in there and unlock the vehicle, and then they got in and ripped the lid off of the console. So
what the heck they were looking for? It beat the Jesus out of me. I don't know, but
yeah,
what tissues?
I
They
think,
can have all the stinking tissues they want. That's what's in there.
I think I ticked them off a little bit.
Well, we ain't doing that again.
Well, we can do it again. We just don't want to do it right now because I know from now on, if I do one whoop, that's enough. But I did it 3 different ways, and it pissed them off.
Oh, what happened? Mickey, what happened? Linda? Oh, okay. Anyway, so that's the news.
Yeah. Oh, and a notification to the mods. If anyone comes into the chat or even on the live on screen and they say the F word, we all know what the F word is, or MF, it will now get you blocked. So moderators, be on the lookout for those notifications.
Sharon Guy, have a good night, and we'll see you later. It was good to see you. Be careful. Love ya.
Yeah. Good night, Sharon Guy. We love you. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see her. Very
And hope you
be safe. Be safe. Be safe.
hope you have a good rest of your week.
All
and a
right.
great weekend.
So
we had that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to attempt to fix it.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to.
Well, it's not gonna look new, but I will be able to.
Did you see what Belinda said?
Fudge cakes, yeah,
Fudge cake.
that's an acceptable. That's an acceptable version.
I better behave. Okay, whatever, girl.
You know, we're just trying to keep the chat clean.
Yeah, so I can't go off and actually say what I really wanted to see. No need for foul language anywhere. Yes, I understand that, Mickey.
It'll be a little difficult if we're doing boots on the ground and we're out there and something surprises one of us. It's a little different, so I might lax the rules on that because it's spur of the moment.
Holy
By surprise.
bananaskins!
Yeah, but still gonna try to do the say fudge instead of
Flippin' heck! I
Yeah.
love that saying. Okay, now, different subject. Are we ready to start this do's and don'ts thing?
yeah. Yeah.
Gerald, you're
Gerald,
so
you're
bad.
so bad.
Yep. No, I don't know. Jane, is he? I don't know. I don't want to hear bad language anywhere, so
No, but
thanks.
Everybody does need to check out Midwest Night Watchers on Fridays at 10 p.m. Central.
And on Sundays, is it Sundays?
Sundays
Yes, Sundays. And they have
at 7 p.m. Central.
special guests.
Yeah. That's when they do their
Interview.
interviews is on Sunday. Friday, they interact with the chat, which is fun. It's a whole lot of fun. Y'all need to check that out.
Yeah, they stay up until Jesus comes back in the butt crack of dawn in the morning.
Yep. But we're usually on there. We're usually in the chat and
Sometimes I fall asleep. Sometimes.
yeah.
Sorry.
If she's
Shut the front door.
yeah, there we go. But if she's not in the chat, she's watching along with me. If she's getting tired, she falls asleep.
I fall
so.
asleep.
But
Except
we're
for
usually-
when Jane goes "Dee" with her goat.
Mhm.
Then it makes me laugh. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
somebody got the goat.
Yep, the goat's the highlight.
Really enjoyed Sunday evening. We did. We actually did. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, your guest was
He was cool.
a good guest. He very knowledgeable, and I watched a few of his videos, and I'm gonna be watching more.
More. Okay, somebody's got bunk bunk music going on outside.
No, it was a truck. They're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
ready to.
We got new neighbors, y'all.
Yeah, they're getting ready to dig a hole out there. They got a tractor out there and everything. So
We got new neighbors.
yeah.
From what I
Yeah.
can tell, they seem decent. I haven't met her yet. I got to meet the guy.
But don't know what they're gonna think once they start getting bangs on the side of their house and all that. But
Friday might be Werewolf Part 2 and a couple old maps. We like your
Sweet.
old maps.
yeah,
We like your old
we like
maps.
everything that you guys have on Friday nights. It's fun. It's interactive, and everyone in the chat gets along, and everyone's decent and
Hey, Mickey, does Harold count?
funny. Have we seen anything weird in the woods? Yeah, besides me. Yeah. Let's see. Without going into a whole lot of detail, which if you want detail, go look in our videos here on O.C.S.T. But in total, I've seen 6 Sasquatch. Mostly adult, and then a few juveniles. One female for sure. My first encounter was 2, and then everyone after that was a single one, except for the one where I did the live at the railroad bridge down in Lawton, Oklahoma. That one had 2. There was the juvenile that I got a clear picture of, and then the adult that was across the way from it was hiding in a thick tree behind some branches.
You are 100% okay, Mickey.
Yeah, you're fine, Mickey.
You can ask questions. You can ask whatever.
There's no
want.
such thing
It's
as
the Bigfoot and the stuff.
there's no such thing as a dumb question here. Every question is legit. Every question can be answered. If we don't have the answer, we
We'll
can
get the
definitely
answer.
find the answer.
That's what Google's fun for.
But as far as Dogman, we haven't seen one up close. I have taken an up close picture, thanks to CP.
CP.
Our gracious moderator.
The photo analyst.
Yep.
That's what I want to call her.
Mhm.
The photo analyst.
Thanks to CP,
Her new title.
I have a very good picture of a Dogman that I took from 200 yards away. Of course, I had a very good camera. I had the zoom lens on that camera, and it was still tiny when I took it, but she was able to enlarge it enough to where you can see it clear as day. I have that in the videos. You can go back and look. I plan on doing on the post section on this channel. I plan on posting all the pictures that I have of these creatures, so that everyone can have a shortened
Babe.
path to the pictures.
Babe, too bad your camera wasn't. You didn't have your camera the night that you saw your two Sasquatch right next to you, huh?
Well,
Darn it!
my camera, my cell phone,
Darn it!
was upstairs charging because it was at 1%, and I was actually going to go outside and film the harvest moon for that night, which at that time in 2012 it was actually the blue moon. It was the blue moon / harvest moon in the month of October, so it was late October, also known as Halloween, ironically.
What's the matter? What's up? What's the matter? What's the matter? Oh, he wants
what's
to
the
see
matter?
the pictures. Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's good
Yeah,
to see you, buddy.
I'll work on getting those put on the post section.
He's been working on lots of different things for the channel, you guys.
Also, when we have our 100th episode, which is coming up here in
About 20 weeks.
about 20 weeks from now, on episode 100, I can also have those ready to show on here. There's ones where Christy didn't see them, but she did feel their presence, and she pointed exactly where they were when I pointed the camera exactly where she said they were, and I snapped a picture. Lo and behold,
Hello,
they were in the picture.
Arcane Adventures. Happy Wednesday, my beautiful bestie.
Hey, Jesse.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, hope you're doing good. Hope
We
you're
love
feeling
you.
better. Yeah, we love you.
It's good to see you, Jess.
But so we have all that. Like I said, I can put them on the post. I can do that periodically so that people won't have to backtrack and look.
So, Mickey, did that answer your question? For him? For me, I really haven't seen anything.
Yeah, but she's been out there when I've gotten them on camera. So
I feel them more than I see them.
the first time was in a
Jim's camera on music. How's it
Jim.
going, buddy?
great to see you.
Sorry.
But the first time that I got a picture of a Sasquatch with her out there with me was in a place called the Parallel Forest, and she was standing about 40 yards away, and she pointed in that direction and told me to snap a picture right there. So I pointed my camera, snapped the picture, and took a video, and then of course didn't see it with our own eyes, but when we went through the footage, lo and behold, and you can see in that video, it's called Parallel Forest 2. There's a reason why I did 2, even though it was the first one, but because I've been there in the past without her, and I've taken pictures.
I want to say hello to our brother. Hello, John Boy.
Hey, John.
As Belinda calls him. How's it going, bro?
John M, good to see you.
Be safe going home. Tell Terry and Ella that we love her.
Yeah.
Them. tell Terry and Ella that we love them. Sorry.
But and then the second time she was with me, we went out to the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge again, and this time we went to a place called the Sharon Garden Trailhead, which is at the base of Elk Mountain.
Beautiful place, by the way.
Yeah. And it was around sunset, which was a little after 6 o'clock that evening. And we were walking down the trail past the restrooms to get to the trailhead, and there's 2 trails, one on each side of this body of water that's in the center. And then there's a fire road up above the trail that we were on. Well, in between the fire road and the main trail, there was a group of trees right there, and on each side of the trail right there, the group of trees were exactly, they were, hey Jane, good to see you. Both of those areas were exactly the same. They had one tree in the front and one tree in the back and a clearing in the center. Well, I was over checking the one in the center, the one on the left hand side, because we were going west. So I was on the south side. I was checking that, and I found a footprint in there, but it had been stepped on by a buffalo, so it kind of ruined that print. And as I was checking that out and taking pictures, she said she felt something in that little group of trees on the north side. So I stood there about 15 feet away from it, and I snapped a picture, and lo and behold, there's a Bigfoot at rest, lying on the ground and leaning up against the tree.
Hey, Trumpy, how's it going?
So, there was that. So she felt that, and she was correct with her feelings on that. So,
but then again, I get funky feelings in my backyard, and I don't go
for
in my
good
backyard.
reason, because there's stuff that comes around back there, and
I don't go in my backyard.
I have the evidence to show that, because we had this little creature that showed up in the back on one of my night lives in the backyard. It's a little alien like creature. It's got black eyes like a gray, but it has spikes on top of his head like a cat, like cat ears.
It wasn't our cats.
And it's not the cats, because all the cats were on the ground when I took that picture. Which the cats are very protective of me when I go back there, and they keep watch. So I took that video, and there is a video here on this channel about that, and it shows that creature. Well, lo and behold, a few weeks later, the lady that owns Area B that we will be going back to, she sent me pictures of a creature that looked exactly the same as the one that we saw in the tree in the back.
Is it a baby cat person?
Don't know. I mean,
Yes.
could be a baby cat person. But you know, it has shiny black eyes, and those eyes are shaped like a little gray alien. And in the picture that the lady sent us, which she didn't send us the picture of that creature, she sent a picture that had that creature in it, and I happened to discover it in her picture, and I showed her, and of course, you know, she agreed that we could show it on here. But yeah, Jess,
I don't know. I've never seen Catwoman.
we don't know what kind of creature it is. We know it's a cryptid because we know it doesn't look like anything else. Because in the picture that she had, where I discovered the creature in it, it's greenish in color.
She goes, for once, I was actually serious.
It's greenish in color, and of course it almost looks like it's wearing lenses over its eyes, and it's small, very small, probably not even 3.5 feet tall.
It was up in the tree. I don't know how tall it was, really.
Well, from it being in the tree, and then the picture that she sent me, where I found it, the visual measurements of the surrounding things, and like her standing there, because she got her hand in the picture and all that, and then that way I could tell a little bit on the distance. So it was a rough estimate. So I'd say it's anywhere between
Hurry
three
back, Grace. Hurry back.
3 to 4 feet tall.
Jane just said reptilian.
Yeah. Like the picture I showed you guys, Jane and Gerald, on Midwest Night Watchers, that reptilian head poking out of the grass and the fence line. Kind of like that, except it was different because this thing had lenses over its eyes, like sunglasses, like dark black sunglasses, and really oddly looked more like a cat, but it wasn't a cat.
Jess goes, I call them thunderarians.
Mm-hmm.
Not cat people. Actually, very rarely do people actually capture sightings of them.
Right.
Mini reptilian. Alf. After eating too many cats. LOL. I love it. I love that show. Should I just age myself? I like that show.
Jane said, like, mini reptilian. Yeah, could have been. I mean, it's just that thing in our backyard. It actually, what's the word for it? It morphed into its shape because there was nothing there, and then I saw movement, and then in that video I said, oh, looks like we have a visitor or a friend, and then it fully showed itself. Uncloaked, pretty much.
Jess says, Belinda, I actually always hated Elf. He ate cats.
Yeah, kind of like a slee stack, really. That one picture that I sent you guys.
Slee stack is
the one picture that I showed on y'all's show, Jane and Gerald. That one reminds me of a slee stack. That one, to this day, I haven't seen anything like that since. So, and the area where I took that picture was actually where I pissed off the cryptid recently. So who knows? It could be the reptilian that I pissed off. That could be the thing that's broken into our vehicle.
No, I don't think it was that then.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But we've also had signs of a dog man being around, because scratching up our van that sits on the side of the house.
Except Junie, he's working on my last nerve. I would totally serve him to Alf lately. Jess, you must be feeling a little bit better because you're poking your poor kitty cat. It would be nice to your kitty cat.
My mom loved Alf.
Land of the Lost, my favorite show, was a kid.
Yep. Land of the Lost.
Didn't you just say something about Land of the Lost last week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because he said, hey, baby, we should watch this show the other day when we were... I'm like, what show? Land of the Lost. I said, didn't you just mention that? And he goes, yeah. I said, I don't want to watch it. Are you Rough and Snuff? Or is it Puff and Stuff? Sorry,
Puff and Stuff.
John Stewart. Hi, John Stewart.
Hey, John Stewart. Are you still in church?
So, are we gonna get to, okay, we've got 20 minutes to my segment, or roughly. Are you gonna read the thing that a viewer, a person, a Squatch dog sent us, or are we gonna wait until after my segment?
Well, probably should wait till after the segment, because it's gonna be quite a bit to cover.
What to do and not to do in a fire? We can roast marshmallows.
I just lost the thing I was going to.
I didn't do it.
I know. It did it on its own. I have to find it on here and bring it back up.
Okay, so, wait.
So
Arcane.
entertain the masses while I'm looking for it.
Did you get confirmation it was a dog man that scratched up your van? I thought you weren't positive at the time. No, I don't think we're actually 100% positive, but we do know that they've been around.
Yeah.
And we would just assume that it was a dog man because of the scratch marks on it. So.
Okay.
And this question comes from Brandon. What was his name? Brandon what? What was his last name?
Just a second.
Sorry. Gerald goes, I actually watched the Puff and Snuff episode recently. John Stewart, me too.
I'm not seeing.
It was on your Facebook. Go back to the Facebook thing.
Oh, you're talking about the comment?
Yeah, the
No,
viewer.
we're not gonna mention that till after.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's part of the. That's part of the story. So.
Okay. All 17 episodes of Puff and Snuff. Okay, question. What the heck is Puff and Snuff?
Pup. She didn't watch that. She's not old enough for that show. But Puff and Stuff, HR Puff and Stuff was a popular show. It was on network TV. It had to do with life-size puppets or people dressed in puppet outfits that interacted with actual living characters on the show, and
So like an adult version of Sesame Street?
like children going on an adventure and finding themselves on an island called Puff and Stuff Land.
I think somebody puffed too many stuffs in the magic dragon or something.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of
Psychedelic things?
there was a lot of influence to do with that kind of
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Different subject, because just said, by the way, I got a musical instrument I'm learning to play when I go out and investigate and hopefully get better responses from Bigfoot.
Sweet.
Awesome! Is it a flute? Is it a guitar? Is it... I can't say what I really wanted to say. Because I might get in trouble.
Yeah, my grandpa used to tell me a story about a magical flute.
Is... What, your tushy?
Well, everybody knows. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that know the rhyme of
Yes.
beans, and
Yes,
musical fruit.
we don't have to say that rhyme.
But no, that's cool.
That's
about
awesome, Jess.
The flute. That's awesome.
I used to play the flute at one time. You know me, the skeptical probation officer. Can some of these pictures show images of what we want to see and really might be the shadows, sunlight, or the way the sunlight's hitting a branch or a ledge?
Right. You do
Yes.
have pareidolia. There's such thing as pareidolia. But as an investigator, you look through the photos, you look through the videos, and you determine which are exactly that, pareidolia, which you match up background, foreground, branches, trees, leaves, rock formations, anything that would stand out that gives off a shadow, and you do process of elimination. And once you determine that it's either or, then you post your findings. And when we do find something that is most likely pareidolia, we will admit to the fact that it could be pareidolia. But we also like our viewers to find things for themselves in a lot of our pictures, because we have people that do like to look through the pictures and find it for themselves,
Yes, CP the photo analyst.
which that was a goal of mine in the beginning, was to not post everything that I find, hoping that somebody watching could point it out, and that's exactly how that goes down. A lot of the times, more than not, we get positive reactions and results. Of course, sometimes there's somebody that, oh, that's just pareidolia. Well,
It's too blurry.
did you look through the picture? Did you zoom in on the picture? Did you decipher what's foreground, what's background, what's giving off shadows? What is a solid object, if there is one?
I have a question for CP. Hang on.
Okay.
Hey CP, do you like your new title? Photo analysts.
Mhm.
I hope you like it. Be mindful. What? Smoke crack, Ella.
No, we don't condone. We don't condone it. This is for entertainment purposes only.
John. But John, you're could the scratches be on the car, on the van, come from animals, birds, etc.? Most definitely it can.
Yeah, but when you take into effect the size of the scratches and how they're laid out on the scratches, on the vehicle, and the force that they are dug into the vehicle all the way around, if you determine that you can take and put some actual nails on the end
Hey,
of your
Robert
fingers
Jones. Good to see you.
and scratch the vehicle and spread your fingers and then go all the way down the vehicle till you get to the end, and then you have to start on the other side and do the same thing and go all the way across. When it doesn't lift, you can kind of eliminate a bird, because a bird's not going to stay and grind its beak all the way around the vehicle.
I hope not. That'd be sad. Poor meek.
So it's got to be something that had the ability to hold something with a hand, something that had 5 appendages
Or 3.
or 3, something that is able to hold something sharp in their hand and scrape it all the way down and all the way back up, or something that had nails sharp enough to dig and big enough to dig into the paint and scrape all the way around.
We're not.
Because
we're not. We're not.
yeah, it's not 100% positive on it being a cryptid, but something standing on two legs took their time to scrape all the way around on the vehicle. Now, if it was a person doing it, yeah, they'd have to put like so many sharp things between their knuckles, and at the angle and the rate that those scratches are put into the vehicle, that's how it had to be. But the problem with that is there are 4 scratches that are evenly placed,
Freddy Cougar hand. Just kidding.
evenly placed enough to show that it could have been something that had 4 fingers with nails and scraped into the paint and then lifted to walk around the back and then start on the other side.
I mean, there are some mean people out there. So, I mean, of course, without cameras, we can't prove. We just tell you what we saw or seen, or what we have seen.
Yeah, yeah. I get told that, well, you should put cameras up. Well, I have had cameras up, and every single time you put a camera up out there,
So was this
they see it, and they don't
thing
go
mad
in
at you
front
for
of it.
some reason? Yeah, it could be mad
Yeah.
because we parked our van out there.
Yeah, and that's
'Cause
the
it's-
plausible explanation to me is we always have something that stands out beyond the cattle pens out here, and they watch because you can pick up their eye shine. They watch and they make noises, and when we go to bed, they start coming around the vehicle. Now, that's when there was nothing there. Before we got our new vehicle, we had the van. Well, the van no longer works. It's sitting over there on the side of the house, not working, so it doesn't move. And they're upset. I know they're upset because they've made the noises telling me so, that there's something in the way of their clear view to watch anybody come and go.
John, listen here, mister. I'm his first and only, I hope. Anyway.
But
Anyway. So, things happen here. But I want to know how they're going to react when the new neighbors finally get the trailer house set up at the west side of our house here. And they could maybe possibly have interesting encounters.
yeah, we'll
And
find
we
out
have
soon.
not told them nothing
Yeah.
about what he does.
Yeah, and
So,
we haven't been introduced properly to them, and when we do get introduced properly to them, I will show them my business card, and I will let them know exactly who I am and what I do. And if they ask me questions about things coming around here, then yes, I'm going to let them know. Because I have not only heard them, I have seen them, I have interacted with them, and they leave me little formations on the ground, and I know that it's not happenstance that those formations are on the ground, like the twigs and the stones, because every time they do put those out there, they change them daily to the point to where it's not where something looks like it's been moved by the wind or rushing water or a cat or a dog
Yep.
stepping.
sorry, Jess. Oh, sorry, Harold. Yes, Jess. Just
Yeah.
wait until they start having weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you see these little formations on the ground, stick structures, rock formations, and so forth, when those things get moved without any drag marks, when those things get rearranged into perfect symmetrical formations, it's not a coincidence. It's something moving it, something placing it. Like the structure that I made. Again, you can watch the video on here. The small structure that I made, I did that to try to get a reaction from them, and the reaction was they left it alone for a little while, for a few days, and then something kicked it over. Just like when something kicked the rock formation that I had where I placed a tobacco offering on top. They didn't like it, so they kicked it. Okay? But they made sure not to leave a print. Except when they kicked over the stick formation, something rearranged it by taking the pieces that were scattered and actually stacking them next to each other in order of size. And then they left a footprint. The footprint was in the leaves next to the house. Now, whether they left it by accident or on purpose, that's something
Bless you.
I'll never know. But they actually did leave a print, and I showed the print in the video. I measured it and everything, and it was a 15-inch print, and it was 7 inches wide.
Gerald.
So,
Gerald goes, could be entertaining. Let them experience it on their own.
yeah, I mean,
I'm just interested to see how this is all going to work out.
we'll see how we'll see how quickly they move out. Let's just say that.
Keep in mind the only neighbors that I hardly ever talk to, because I introduced myself to the guy, because they moved in this old trailer house just west of where we live, just kind of still in my lot, actually. But anyway, I introduced myself to the guy that was outside helping or whatever. His girlfriend is the one that's moving here, which is cool. But he ain't gonna live here. So my only interaction is with him. We don't have interaction with any of our other neighbors because they're just mean and bullies, and so
But
we'll see.
us being isolated over here has made it to where some of these things do like to come up at night and hang around. We have one cat, the oldest cat that we have, Mo. He interacts with these things. He hangs out with one of these Sasquatch. And that Sasquatch was the one that spoke to me during a video that I made. I asked the question, is this a cat? And it said, yeah. And then I turn around and I get his eye shine on camera, knowing that it's approximately 6.5 to 7 feet tall, and there's no tree, so there's no way a cat could be hanging out on a tree because there's no tree there. It's just all black with his eye shine. And the trees that are near it are lit up because it's night vision. And then all of a sudden, Mo comes walking around the corner from that eye shine, and he has his own eye shine, and he answers to me. And then I peer back to that eye shine that was on the camera, and it's still there.
Neither do I, Jess.
So, it wasn't a cat. It wasn't our cat, and it wasn't any other cat, because there was nothing for anything to roost on to have that eye shine if it was a small animal. And then several other instances where this thing was hanging around and I got the eye shine from it. CJ Connor has witnessed the tree knocks and the whoops and the weird noises coming from the cattle field. Unexplainable. Went to see if it could be an owl, a mountain lion, bobcat, or one of the cows. No. Does not match any call that any of those creatures put out. It was a sound that you most likely would hear from either a dogman or an SW.
Send the forest friends over the new neighbors and welcome them in to the hood. That could be an interesting consequence.
Yeah. We've had the back door.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my turn.
It's your turn. Okay.
It's my turn. Go feed
Yeah.
the cats. I'm sure Mo's hungry.
We'll continue this after her segment. We'll get into the
Yeah, but
campfire.
I don't know, because this is hurting me tonight. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to sit here. I might have to go on the other side, but I'll still be out here. Okay. This is real, people. My back is hurting tonight.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so if you guys have your earphones in, take them out. My music's a little bit loud. Sorry. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Tell me something worth smiling about. Laughter and love, let them echo, no doubt. In a world that sings with a joyful sound, we'll find our hope in the beauty we found. So let's create memories, let the dreams take flight. See R.J. Malum design shining so bright. In every heartbeat, together we'll shout. Tell me something worth smiling about.
It's just me tonight. Hi, everybody. Guys, I just lower the volume. Alright, CP. So you guys will have to tell me something we're smiling about. Alright, so as I do every Wednesday, I go to my Facebook because I post it on there too, to see what my friends and family say on that Tell Me Something We're Smiling About, and then I relay the message to y'all. So, so this last Monday I said, I'll start. And it says, it's going to be under 100 degrees today, and which it was. It was kind of nice. Then the furnace showed up, and then it's been 115,000 billion degrees since then, so. But Katrina with a K, my beautiful daughter-in-law, her mom's birthday was on the 16th, I think. Right? Her birthday was on the 16th, right? Yep. Her birthday was on the 16th, so.
She's 41.
I don't tell her people how old other people's are. That's not nice. And then John, my beautiful brother-in-law, he and his wife went to his wife's 45th class reunion, and they had a great time. And they love each other very much. That's what they said on my thing. And I believe that was it. And they put, do I have permission to post the picture, John? Because you guys are so cute. Let's see. Smiling that we attended my wife's 45th class reunion in Fredericksburg, Texas this weekend. See? Do I have permission to show the picture, John? Because it's a really cute picture. Smiling because we have fun here. Whoa! There are great people in the chat. Yes, there are. It's always fun to be here. And then, of course, Cammie is not here. Oh, she's here, but she's not in the living room. She's not feeling good. So, here's the cake time. So, instead of cake time with Chris or Cammie, you get cake time with I messed it up. Cake time with me instead of Cammie. CP, totally agree there, buddy. Yes, woo! I agree with CP as well. So, cake time with me tonight. For y'all that don't know, my birthday is next Wednesday. And then my brother-in-law Jeff's birthday is the day before mine. And so is my nephew Keaston's. I know John P. and his wife have an anniversary coming up. I can't remember which day. I know it's the end of August. Sure, I can share it. Woohoo! Awesome. Hey. I don't remember. I wrote it down, but I can't remember. And then, who else? Shell. Shell has a birthday coming up on the 28th, so we're super excited about that. I believe that's everybody that I know of off the top of my head. Let me find that picture now, John. Hang on. Alright. You want to turn the camera? Or not the light?
On this one?
Yep, just turn it. The other way. Nope, the other way.
You should turn it.
Turn it. That's creepy. Look at that. Oh, do you see it? Okay, hang on. You guys, aren't they so cute? Aww. Yeah, I don't normally celebrate my birthday, you guys. My birthday is not the best time for me. So I don't normally celebrate it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the pictures of John and Terry. They're our favorite people. And then, what else? Something we're smiling about. I'm hoping and praying that the weather cools off soon. Makes me want to go to Pikes Peak, where it was snowing there the other day. Or up into Canada where there's snow, or somewhere where there's snow, maybe Antarctica, the North Pole, somewhere. I want it to be cooler than it is now. So, I don't know what else. I know he's not here. What do you guys want to talk about? You celebrate it? You will celebrate it this year. I will try. I will try. August is just not a good month for me, so I don't normally do much in August. And you can ask Cammy, ask Connor, ask Harold. Last year, year before, I didn't celebrate. Did I?
No.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. See you, John. It's cooler in New Zealand. I know. Someone posted a thing on Facebook today. It was just a funny blurb or whatever, and said if you had $25,000 on a plane ticket, where would you go? You know what my answer was? New Zealand. Not even kidding. Because I want to go somewhere where there's one, mountains, and two, that is colder. And $25,000 would get me there.
I would either go to Hawaii or Italy.
I want to go somewhere where it's not time for a change for August. Maybe. Maybe. Well, mister. What's your something we're smiling about? And I'm going to go on this side.
Not something worth smiling about.
Come here. What's your something? Oh, sorry, Kat.
You're good.
What's your something? And then only 1,500 when I last checked. What's your something?
Not something worth smiling about. That I saw the report that here in 2 weeks it's gonna start cooling off.
2 weeks is not fast enough,
Nope.
y'all. Alright, you guys. Thanks for making me smile. Love you guys. Alright, you can go to your chat thingy now. Bye. Oh, wait. Hello. Alright, so take us off camera for just a second. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Okay, I'm back for the time being. So let's see. Yeah, Belinda, if we were to go to New Zealand, we would definitely definitely come to visit you. That would be a must. And I would like to try to somehow figure out how to visit with River also, who lives in Australia. So, yeah, probably that would probably work out by having to do a layover in Australia and then catching the flight to New Zealand. Somewhere in there we could somehow work that out. Or he would have to come over to New Zealand and hang out with us. But sometime in the future, and hopefully we'll be able to plan something like that. But yeah. So to begin the second hour, we are going to get into the campfire do's and don'ts. So, to begin with, I saw a post from one of our new subscribers or new followers on the Facebook group page talking about whether or not he would have a campfire if he was camping out looking for cryptids. So this is what he said. I'm not going to give his name for privacy reasons, but if you go to the Facebook group page, it's pinned in the featured so you can read it. But anyways, so it goes, does anyone else here prefer not to have a campfire at night so as to preserve night vision? I'm always torn. I camp alone, so it's nice to have a fire to kind of keep me company, especially if it's cold. But it just makes seeing anything outside of the campfire light almost impossible. I have a thermal monocular that I use mainly to identify things rustling around in the leaves, armadillos, raccoons, deer, etc. That helps a lot to be able to quickly know what something is. But it too will ruin your night vision. Sometimes in some of the more remote areas that I'm in, I'm just too insecure to not have a fire going. I've come a long way compared to how fearful I was about 4 years ago when I initially began going out camping alone. I think this is fall, winter. I think this fall or winter I'll just cook simple meals on my propane stove and try to go without a fire as often as possible, as long as it's not super cold. Anyways, just brainstorming and rambling, lol. Can't wait for cooler weather. I think some of the long range forecasts are saying we will get a break from this heat right at the beginning of September. Highs in the 80s possibly. I'm so ready to go camping. Okay, so I replied back to this individual with that my personal belief is that there are some cases where you do need a campfire, but there's also regulations and restrictions that you have to follow as a human being visiting certain areas. So if you're in a state park or national park, or even a private campground where they allow the public to camp, they have signs posted whether or not you can have a campfire. There are fire restrictions. Like right now, there's fire restrictions just about everywhere because of the heat. So first and foremost, you have to be knowledgeable on who, what, where, and why. Okay, so you have to look up that information. You have to do a background check on the area to see whether or not they have restrictions, and you need to follow those rules and those laws, just for your own safety and everyone else's safety and the safety of the animals in those parks and the trees and all of nature. You have to be respectful of the living things around you, because if you were to accidentally set something on fire, you can and will be charged with a serious crime. So if you're not being mindful of the rules and regulations, you can be put in prison for quite a while. So when you are going out camping, always prepare to have the items to build a fire.
Yeah. Laundry lint.
Now, a campfire, not a bonfire. There's a difference.
Laundry lint is good.
Yeah, laundry lint is good, but when you pack to go on a camping trip, if you're going to be somewhere secluded, most places will say no, you cannot have a campfire. Period. If you're going into a private camping area where you're secluded, because you're out in the middle of nowhere amongst all the dry stuff, so they'll say no campfires. So you do have to be prepared for occasions like that. Like he mentions in his little post, having a propane cooker that lets off a little heat, in which it would let off a little bit of light. So he has that, but there's also flashlights. There's lights you can set up that will emit low light to where you can see around the camp. It's always a good thing to have as little light as possible out away from your camp, so that you can spot things coming in. A lot of places it'll be pitch black, but if you have that lighting set up low around your camp, things that come in, these wild creatures that come in, they will let off eye shine. And if you have a big fire going, most of what you're going to hear is the crackling of the fire. So even if you were allowed to have the campfire, keeping it small is ideal, unless you're in a survival situation to where you need to start a campfire of some sort to set off a smoke signal for location purposes, to keep that fire going. You do want to have it smoking a lot, so therefore you have to build the fire up just a little bit more than normal, and then you have to cover it with fresh green leaves that you find to let out the smoke. Now that's a different scenario. That's survival. Hey TKB, good to see you.
TKB.
Now, what I was saying about preparing when you go on this camping trip, yes, if you are a true survivalist, when you go out camping, you know things can happen. You know things can happen even though they're not planned. So you plan ahead. And what I like to do is I like to plan ahead. So I will have certain items that I'll gather up that where I can start a campfire. Now, a small one, because if I need a larger one, I can always go out in the woods and collect the stuff to make it larger. But I personally would not start a campfire if we were in burn ban. There's other ways of
burn ban.
signaling and getting help. You just have to study on how that's possible. But since we're talking about campfires, when you do build a campfire, always make sure that you clear the ground of any debris where you're going to have the fire. Um, Ideally, surround it with stones in a circle or a square or a triangle, however you want to do it, is as long as it has a place to catch the ember that is coming off or sitting in the pile burning. It keeps things from outside the fire from catching fire so easily. Now, wind blowing and all that, that's another story. That's something that's uncontrollable. That's why you want to keep your campfire small enough to where you're not going to cause everything to burn up around you and then get caught in a forest fire. And
Smokey the Bear would not be happy with
Yeah.
you if you got caught in damn forest fire.
I didn't catch some of the comments.
Oh, what? What do you want me to say?
Well,
Oh, Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot says, I tried not to camp by water so I can hear at night.
right,
Which makes a good sense.
right. The ideal campsite is up away from the water.
Well, that,
Pref-
and especially if it rains, you get flooded
Yeah.
out, that would not be good.
Preferably 100 yards away from a body of water is ideal, especially if it's up on higher ground, because you want to be able to have that vantage point for creatures that do come down to the water to drink or bathe.
And then Arcane says, also a campfire because it's natural light. It doesn't distort night vision as bad as man-made light.
Right.
To like a flashlight.
Right. But like I was saying, there are some lights made to where you can set it at a low setting to where it lets off a glow instead of a glare. So if you can't have a campfire, those are ideal. But if you can have a campfire, by all means do the small campfire and just keep it going. Even if you have to sleep, if you're camping alone and you need the fire going, you definitely do, because the predators will come around your camp, and if there's no fire going, then there's no reason for them to stay clear of your camp. They can walk right through it and not worry about catching their hair or their fur on fire.
I wonder if Bigfoot's ever caught their hair on fire.
I'm pretty sure they have once or twice.
I mean, you think about it. All the forest fires that ever happened, do you think that Bigfoots have ever caught on fire and then went crazy and then, like,
Well, yeah,
a human person, like a firefighter, forest
it's just
ranger person sees one and think it's a person and then tries to...
It would be just like a human being not paying attention to the campfire, and then they back up into it and they catch their pant leg on fire. Yeah, so I could imagine.
I mean, I wouldn't want the Bigfoots to catch on fire, obviously, but
No, but
that would be
but
weird.
that's why we have to be aware of our surroundings at all times when we go camping, because not only do you have everything around you that you have to watch, but when you make a campfire, you have to make sure you don't set anything close enough to it that's flammable, and you don't want to step into it, and you definitely don't want to reach into it.
So you don't want to walk on coals?
No. I mean, there are some people that can and will walk on coals, but if you get severely burned, hopefully you have communication to call for a medic. And but me personally, I wouldn't walk on coals, but yeah.
Okay, so Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot says, TKB. Love you, TKB. I'm sitting on the other side of the computer. I just needed a more comfortable spot to sit. My tactical light only goes red unless you hold the button, then it goes white. I like that. Jess says they are well aware of the damage fires, especially if you have ever heard the story of Mount St. Helen.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't. Brandon, is this the person that
Yeah.
posted this? Hello, Brandon.
Right.
Nice to see you. Good to see you. As long as no burn bans are in effect, you can have fire anywhere in the national forest here in Texas before and after deer hunting season begins. There are no restrictions on where you can camp. Let's go to Texas. But is Texas in a total burn ban like we are right now? Because I bet.
Yeah.
Sadly, burn ban here in the past 4 years, drought sucks. And not for entertainment purposes only, it really sucks.
Yeah.
John, yes it does.
Especially if you're someone that relies on going out in the woods, like a lot of YouTubers, including me. When you are restricted from doing the one thing that keeps your channel going, it sucks, yes, but there's ways around it. Like I said, if you can get the low lighting, you can go without lighting up your campsite if you want to just do the stealth thing and wait for something to walk through. That is part of what we do is going dark and waiting.
You mean no campfire, like stealth, like we did in the woods and the.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all part of the
I know.
investigative.
This is why I'm not a
happenings.
going camping person. I'm more of a going glamping person, and I want my TV and my air conditioning.
Well, you also have
I
to.
really don't need my TV,
you also
but-
have to think about that too. Are you going camping in a tent, or are you going camping in an RV or camper? When you have an RV or camper, you can go without having a campfire.
Don't use poison ivy. Oh, sorry.
But the ideal thing would be like mentioned in the post, a propane powered cooker. As long as there's no oils involved, you keep that cooker going. You have to make sure you have plenty of backup propane to keep it burning, because and then you only want to burn it so often so you don't run out, especially if you're going way out. If you're going miles and miles out in the middle of nowhere, and you're taking a whole bunch of propane tanks with you, it's gonna clank, it's gonna make a lot of noise. So you have to be prepared to go without campfire light doing that. That's when you have to rely on your batteries. Keeping your flashlights up or whatever external lighting you want to do.
Okay, so John goes, can you still pee on ants and other bug critters? Question mark. Or doing the if you have, okay. Tennessee, Kentucky, Bigfoot says, if you get burned, grab any plant with a root and put root on burn. Swear by it. Don't use poison ivy.
Right.
Oh, why not? No,
Right.
I'm just kidding. If you have potato, of course it works.
Yeah, because the root is going to be moist and it's going to be cooler and it's going to soothe the burn, for one thing. And then there are some roots out there that have medicinal purposes where the root itself has things in it that can actually aid in the healing. If you know what you're looking for, you can look for that stuff. But if you don't know what you're looking for, as long as you know what poison ivy and poison oak look like, yeah, avoid those and go and pull up a root from something and put it on the burn. Like TKB said, that's very good advice.
Okay, so Brandon, the times I've been able to have fire, a headlamp with green and red light really do help. Yes. And then Jess goes, any root? Question mark TKB. Obviously not poison ivy, LOL. But I don't know. But I didn't know that. I guess since that's where the water would be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Usually, if you have a burn and it boils and you get blisters, sticking it in water or pouring water on it is not a ideal situation, because that will make you either bubble up more or it'll make it peel, and you don't want it peeling when it's in the
Ew.
healing process, right after it happens, because that scars more.
I also heard that if you put an egg, like a cold egg, out of the refrigerator on a burn, it doesn't blister. And the only reason I know that, and you guys probably think I'm nuts, which you guys probably think I'm anyway, but my mom, she was a short order cook, and this is totally off subject, but you're talking about burns, but she was going to cook eggs, and so she grabbed the eggs right out of the refrigerator and held it in her hand to then crack it on the griddle or whatever she was doing. And then, but right before she did that, she got burnt. And so the egg kind of took the blister part away. The burn, the sensation of burning. It actually cooled it off where it didn't blister. I don't know if but it happened. It worked for her.
Yeah, there's all kinds of natural remedies. Like Arcane says,
Yellow mustard.
Yellow mustard.
Mustard.
Yeah, my grandma, she would pull out the yellow mustard if any of us got a burn. She would pull out the yellow mustard. There's
Is
also,
it because of the vinegar in it?
yeah,
Or
well,
is it because
it's
it's
the
a
mustard seed. The mustard seed is a natural pain reliever.
Oh, I'll be eating
So-
mustard every day.
So yeah, most people, there's a lot of people that take a spoonful of mustard every day.
A spoonful of mustard makes the medicine go. Oh wait.
Hey, Vasey Ace, good to see you.
Face. John Stewart.
John Stewart, home and watching.
Woohoo!
All right.
Did you pray for us, buddy? Okay, wait. I need to go back to the.
Okay,
Comments.
so getting back to the campfires now.
Sorry, off topic.
Those of you that don't know, you can't just start a campfire with just go out and pick up a stick and bring it to your camp and break it up, and if it's wet, it's not going to light. You have to look for the driest wood out in the forest. If you can't find any dry, that's why you want to gather firewood when you first make camp, because that's the most important thing, is to stay dry and warm overnight.
Or buy it at the gas station before you go camping.
Now, fire starter, you don't want to go and take a big thing of fire starter that you buy for barbecues out with you, unless you're doing just a family get together and you're having a barbecue and you want to barbecue on the grill or whatever, then that's ideal. Gasoline, do not take gasoline with you, a container of gasoline with you on a hike, and go out in the woods and try to start a fire with gasoline. That's just asking for trouble. That's just not smart. There are other ways of making fire starter that doesn't have to do with the liquid. Now, you have the things like was mentioned. You have cotton balls. Okay, you can use cotton balls
And Vaseline.
and Vaseline. Combine the two, great fire starter.
Yeah, because you can even get the cotton ball Vaseline wet and it would still start.
Yeah, because of the petroleum. Now, you don't want to get it too goopy. You just want to put enough in there to make it flammable, to where it's going to sustain a flame for long enough for you to put the sticks over it, and you even have there's dry moss. Even if you can find some dried moss, that's perfect. That will start a fire, as long as you have something to create a flame. Now, you can take a lighter with you, which is ideal. A Bic or any other generic name of a lighter that
Zippo!
because it has a flint in it. Now, if the lighter doesn't work, you can remove the flint from the lighter and sometimes get it to work. If you were to smash it up, it can be flammable. Now, it also depends on if you have a little bit of lighter fluid left in the lighter, then you can soak that flint after you break it up, and then if you have another way of starting the fire, like everyone should carry a flint with them when they're going hiking, because you never know. You have an emergency pack. I have an emergency pack. I have a survival kit. It has a flint in it. I have several flints. And there's several different kinds. There's the bar of flint. You can go out and find flint out in the woods. You can get the ones that are round and has a handle on it. Now those have a tendency to break, but they still come in handy for a while. Now, if you don't know how to start a fire without flame,
you can rub two sticks together like TKB said.
It's a little more complicated than just rubbing any two sticks together. You have to find certain sticks that aren't moist. You have to find the two sticks that you rub together pretty much have to be the same type. And then when you're building the base, when you carve the hole in the notch in it, the hole in the notch is going to catch the ember that you create from rubbing the sticks together. Now, rubbing the sticks together, yeah, you could sit there and you could do the old-fashioned way of forcing one stick across another, but where's the ember going to go? Okay, you have to do it pretty close to the ground, and that's really difficult. That's why they have the bow. Now, you can have an old-fashioned bow that you use for hunting. You can wrap a stick up in that and use it to force the stick to go in a circular motion back and forth, or you can have anything like fishing line or a leather strap of any kind that you have, or a nylon strap even, as long as you get that stick to spin on that little base, and it causes friction, which causes heat, and you can keep it up long enough to create an ember. And then you also have to have a fire bundle, which is, you could go out and find an old bird's nest, perfect bundle for catching ember and making it turn into flames, something like that. There's also you can go scrape some tree bark. That can also work. Anything that can catch fire with just a spark, it has to be dry, unless you use a certain type of tree sap. There are tree saps out there that are flammable, so you look for that, then all the well. But there's also the one way of, if you get a fire started and you have a container like an Altoids container, you discard the Altoids, but you have the container, and then you have nylon. If you have nylon, you can cut it into squares, and you can put that nylon in that container, close the container, and put it on the fire. Okay, that burns everything on the inside with heat, not with flame. Okay, so when it burns with just the heat, it turns into charcoal, and it's held together by the fibers. So anytime you need to start a fire, you have the container full of those little nylon patches that you can put on top of your bird's nest or whatever you find to create flame, and have that underneath sticks to start the fire, and you put that under there, and it can be lit. Now you still have to come up with a way to light a flame. Unless it's still hot, then you can set it on top of whatever you're using to start a fire. Then it will pretty much flame up. But if it's gone cold, it's still flammable, but it has to be started with a flame. Now, going back to do's and don'ts. Okay, so what you do want to do is you want to have the stuff to make the fire. What you don't want to do is go out there disregarding all the rules and regulations and the law, and then just starting a fire anywhere you want, anytime you want, for safety reasons, for the upkeep of the area that you're camping in, and the animals' safety and concern. Follow the rules, follow the laws, practice how to do all this stuff, how to make fires, campfires, not bonfires, and not just go haywire blowing up a barrel. You know, just, although it can be fun, it's not recommended if you're wanting to learn how to make a fire.
Just don't
A
be
campfire.
lit when you try to light it.
Yeah, preferably be sober when you practice, and then when you actually go to make the campfire, be sober.
Brandon, are you having a good time in this chat? Because we get kind of weird. I had a dog tour rearranged in gifting area.
Oh, sweet.
Cool. If possible, build your fire close to large stones that will retain the heat. Also, that gives you surviving from any way of the heat for heat.
Yep.
That, and if your socks get wet, you can roast your socks on the rocks that you're putting next to your fire, so you don't burn your socks, and that you have dry socks in the morning.
Now, if you can't get your fire started, they do have emergency blankets, which I would hope that you would pack one in your backpack. An emergency blanket. They're available, and they're only in like $2-3 at the most. I have several.
Couldn't you also use your knife and rip some of your clothes to start a fire too, if you absolutely needed to?
Yeah, but then
instead of using your emergency blanket.
But then you have to think about, okay, if I rip some of my clothes to start a fire and I can't get the fire started, I've just now exposed my skin to the elements. So that would be a last resort thing, because you don't want to suffer from hypothermia overnight. So if you knew you could get the fire started, but you can't find a fire starter, then maybe cutting off about an inch of your pant leg at the bottom could work. But it has to be fibrous. It has to be something that's got a lot of fibers in it, so that there's air that can sweep through those fibers as that flame hits it, and then it ignites, and it helps keep the flame going with the air circulation through it. Because if you try to burn something that's solid, most of the time it's just going to sit there and smoke. You know, just like a piece of wood. You put a piece of wood over a flame. What does it do for the longest period of time? It smokes before it catches fire. And then by the time it catches fire, it's already burned from the heat and turned to charcoal. So then that's what actually catches the wood on fire, is when that heat changes that wood over to a charcoal, and that charcoal ignites.
Sorry, I was reading the chat. Jesse said that those blankets also hide you from IR cameras, as an FYI.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're trying to make yourself inconspicuous to a cryptid, fire blanket. You can sit out there looking silly to all the other humans by wrapping it up and looking like Little Red Riding Hood, but with a silver blanket.
Excuse me.
You know, you can sit there and look like Igor from Frankenstein, eyes bugging around, looking around, but all they're gonna see is your face. But the person camping with you is gonna be staring at you, going, "You're gonna make them laugh so hard that it's gonna give away your position anyways."
Linda said my friend would fill an empty 1.5 liter Coke bottle with hot, not boiling water and use it to warm up her bed,
Yep.
which I've heard a lot of people. Thank you, CP.
Yeah.
I've
Right.
heard a lot of people do that.
Right.
Or
And-
they put like warm rocks in their beds or underneath their.
Yeah, if you
to
get
keep 'em-
if you get the fire going, you can find pebbles. Like ideally, if you go down to a creek or a river, you can find the river rocks, and take those up to your camp, and you can warm those up by sitting them not in the fire, but set them just outside the fire, and they'll warm up. They'll get hot to the touch. You'll burn yourself if you try to pick them up. So you safely move those off away from the fire, and then you can transfer them to put underneath your blanket or your sleeping bag, or even in the sleeping bag. You just have to make sure that they're warm enough to the touch, because when you stick your feet in,
You can burn your blister toes.
yeah, so you don't want to do it right away. When you put those things in your sleeping bag or under your blanket, don't just lie on them right away with your bare feet.
You'd be walking on coals, literally.
Yeah, you don't put the rock on the fire like TKB said, it will explode.
Okay.
That's why you put it to the side.
So,
It'll gradually warm up, and then it'll be warm enough to put underneath you.
TAP said, I took a book on how to go camping, and then he burned it to stay warm.
Yep.
Joking. He's joking.
That actually does happen. I mean,
That would be a book that I would probably bring along, and then I would say, screw it. And
and
I
then
couldn't get my fire started, so I used the book to like the...
or you forget your toilet paper. It happens.
I would say something there, but I'm not going to get in trouble, so...
You know, it has pages of paper.
If you do that, make sure you don't have a plastic sleeping
Right.
bag.
Right. If you have a plastic sleeping bag, it's going to melt, which means melted plastic on human skin.
Hurts worse than
Yeah.
John. If bedwetters... I can't. If they are bedwetters, ain't that warm water in bed, just saying.
But that's another good reason.
John!
That's another good reason not to go hiking and camping alone, is you have somebody there with you, and if it came down to it, if you couldn't get warm enough, then yes, you're gonna have to spoon. I'm sure we've all seen the comedic movies where they have to end up spooning, and then it's like, yeah, don't talk about this.
TKB says, stay warm. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? TKB goes, John, if you had a hot woman, you wouldn't need a fire. Stay warm. His wife is very good looking. I can't say that she is hot. His wife is.
Yeah.
Terry.
If you have a wife that likes to go camping, that's ideal, because yeah, I just got the stare. But if you have a friend that likes to go camping, just talk about before you go on the trip that, hey, if we can't get a fire going, we're gonna have to possibly cuddle up. Um, you know, then they may want to go on the camping trip with you, and they may not after that. But if they're true survivalists, they're gonna understand that that's a crucial part of avoiding hypothermia. If you cannot get a fire started and you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're going to be stuck out there for so long until somebody comes along or you send out some kind of emergency signal, if you don't know your way back, then yeah, a lot of times it leads to that, to where they have to cuddle up to survive. But so just if
We
you
don't need no stinking fire. Not
So-
right now. Fucking, it's hot enough outside. Don't need nothing.
so for us researchers, it's ideal that we do know how to make a campfire. It's ideal that we practice without going out in danger. You can practice in your own backyard.
Practice cuddling up.
Practice gathering up all your supplies that you're going to take with you, and then practice all the different techniques, like leave something out and be like, oh no, I forgot this, so I need to figure out a way. Practice it. Practice always helps, because it prepares you for when something slips your mind and you forget something at home and you can't drive 50 to 100 miles back because you're already 2, 3, 4 miles out in the woods and it's getting late. So yeah, of course you can always just pack up and head back to your vehicle and drive home.
No, that's when you pack up and go back to your vehicle and sleep in the damn air conditioning. Or heater. Depending on what time of the year it is.
Yeah. But, for those of you that have never went camping, never started a campfire, research. Always research before you go and do something. Don't just go out and be like, hey, I'm going to start me a fire, and then you end up burning up the whole forest.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
For entertainment purposes only.
It just goes, FYI, if you ever really want to get to know if a person is someone you get along good with, go camping for a weekend.
Yep.
Real camping.
Yep.
Not glamping. You'll learn real fast. Maybe if we would have done that, things could maybe have been different.
Yeah. Like Jess says, she has a bug out vehicle. She has everything prepared in her vehicle, ready to go. It's smart. It's very smart. I always keep my survival kit together. It has everything in it. I'll pack up my backpack. I'll make sure that I have my extra twine in it. I have all the fire starting stuff in the survival kit, but I'll have my bear spray, my pepper spray. I have my emergency horn. I have a fire starting kit. It has matches. I also carry lighters. I'll take 2, 3, or 4 lighters with me if I'm going camping. I just try to make sure that my flint is good, and then the emergency blankets. You have that, and then a poncho, or 2 or 3 or 4, rain poncho, to stay dry. I have plenty of tarps to assist in keeping dry. You know, I bought those in bulk, so I have a whole bunch of them. And then I have 2 tents, and I have a hammock. So, you know, I'm pretty well prepared to go camping for a weekend, if not more. Having a cooler, having, you know, just I do have the little pills you put in your water. Those don't work so well, so I do need to get me the straw thing. I haven't got that yet. I want to get that to where you can drink directly out of a water source, and filter it. But they also have a kit that filters through bags, and it uses gravity to go through that little straw and filter, not just through the bags, but down through that straw and then into your container. So, and then, of course, nowadays, if you're lucky enough to find a place that is free to camp, then go for it. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay a little bit to go camping in your favorite spots. But,
Amen, John.
yeah. Yeah, go find a comfy hotel. Yeah, drops of bleach can also help, but
He drinks enough chlorine here with our tap water. He doesn't need any more bleach.
yeah, we have high levels of chlorine in our water.
Which they haven't killed me yet, so offed me yet. So obviously it's not that bad.
It's cleaned out your insides.
Maybe that's what's wrong with me.
Okay, y'all, it's that time of night. Sucks coming to the 8 o'clock hour. But I enjoyed doing this tonight. I always enjoy everybody in the chat. And I always enjoy hosting the show with Christy.
Thanks, Brandon, for the question.
Yeah.
In our
Thanks,
Facebook.
Brandon. Anybody can always go on to the Facebook group page and post a question. Like I said, there's no dumb question. Every question has an answer. Even if it's kind of a ridiculous question to someone, it's not ridiculous to us. If you have something you want to find out about, or if you just want to spread your knowledge on a subject, always feel free to post on O.C.S.T. as long as the content is safe and not going to hurt anyone, anyone's feelings, or you know, if they have a difference of opinion, they can post that difference of opinion as long as that is decent. Just like on here, everybody knows, posting something in the chat, as long as it's decent, we allow it. But yeah, make sure that you guys like, comment after the show, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you can tell when we're going live, or when we post a video, or post a comment in the post section. So till next Wednesday, or maybe even sooner. Who knows? We might have a show here and there in between the Wednesdays. So be on the lookout for that. But until then, everybody have a great night, a great rest of your week, and a great weekend. And we will see you next week.
And keep squatching.
Stay safe, everyone. Good night.
Night.
Squatch dogs.
Early music fills the air, echoing through the night.
Squatch dogs.
Whispers in the woods where shadows play. Legends come alive at the break of day. Footsteps echo loud, but no one's there. Bigfoot's lurking in the midnight air. Dogman howls beneath the moonlit gloom. Eyes that shine like fire in a room of doom. Poltergeist dancing, moving through the halls. Ancient secrets breaking through the walls. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in a silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fright. Cryptids in your mind, let your wonder grow. The hidden world is ours to know. From the forest deep to the attic's dust. O.C.S.T, we're learning to trust. Tracks in the snow where the brave won't tread. Hidden voices calling from the things we've read. The unknown things with a haunting sound, empowering us as the tales go around. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in a silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fight. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in the silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fight. Fueled by the fight.